behind the techie.
We are live, guys. I'm Joe, one further the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Raven the GS.
What's that, Mr. Blitz Tech?
Thank you for not hitting me today.
I'm saving that for another video. So
Okay, as long as Sam's on your side. Guys, welcome back to another The Boys review. Today we have the Female of the Species episode. And yeah, man, road to 100k. And if you want more, because we got a couple of things lined up, a couple of extremes to line up with the community. So if you want to be part of that, by all means, become a YouTube member. Blow. Now, on to this episode. Very interesting, very funny episode, and quite cruel, I must say.
123 passengers on a plane die. Dolphin dies.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to say, this is spoilers and very adult, matured content in this review. We'll try not to curse, but it's very mature. So where can we start with this? Yo, man.
No, come on, fam.
Go on.
We've got to start the aeroplane.
Yeah.
Alright,
yeah.
so
This is
look.
what I mean. This guy needs a watch, you know.
Who?
Homelander. He needs the watch on him.
Why?
Every episode, this man is doing something.
No. Bro, I stand 1000% about Homelander, yeah, with Homelander on this whole plane scenario.
Okay.
There's only one thing that I question
Right.
him about.
Yeah.
And that is the decision to take the mum and the daughter. Yeah? So the plane's gonna crash. They've presumed, look, we can't save everyone. Now they have an option to take a couple passengers. And his reasoning for not taking them, I 100% understand. I'm not gonna say I agree with it, but I understand it. So from that perspective, that's the only thing I question. What else was they gonna do, fam?
Alright, so explain this, because he was like, oh, I can't carry this thing. So someone please explain to me, how does this work, him not being able to like go underneath the plane and do a Superman thing?
Okay, so basically, he's like, he can't lift the plane because there's like basically no ground.
Yeah.
Like, let's say you're lifting weights, Raven.
Right.
But there's no floor.
Right. You just sink.
You're just falling. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he has the actual strength
while flying.
Like the levitation, like
Yes.
it's only for himself.
Yeah, bro.
Where's
like,
the pull coming from?
You get me? Like I don't think his physics has the strength to be outside to carry a plane and fly. Like the weight of the plane will just continually drop. Like they'll just crash with him holding it underneath the plane.
That's it, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Then she's like, oh, why can't you like negative force it? Like it's moving forward, you fly into it. And he explains like, yo, if I do that, I'm gonna hit the plane, go through the plane, and it's just gonna be a Homelander hole through the plane.
So basically, he hasn't got 100% control of his abilities.
No.
Because even
No,
as you're explaining,
he does.
All right, so
That's just force. That's
Yeah.
the thing. The thing is what they do in this, and he explains it is this is real physics when it comes to having strength, like an immovable object against an unstoppable force.
right.
That's what happens, bro.
So no, what I'm trying to say is like, can't he not go as fast? So he just dents the aeroplane instead of just going through it.
What do you mean? So he's gonna fly really, really fast.
So
yeah?
instead of going like Mach 5,
Right.
he just goes.
Matches the speed of the plane.
Fam, what happens when two cars going 50 miles an hour crash into each other? They both crumble, fam.
Yeah.
But he won't crumble. The plane will crumble.
But that's what I'm
Even
saying.
if he's going at that, bro.
The motor plane
Obviously,
regardless.
he's not going like that. He's just sideways, kind of like just.
Same thing.
But what? No, but in that scenario, what is he saving? He's gonna barge the plane into what?
I don't know. Fam.
Exactly, bro.
I'm just trying to understand that whole
The plane
thing.
is done.
But that.
The plane is done.
The reason I love this is because I can't remember where I heard it, but obviously, like, there's the whole Superman theory. Like,
Right.
You can't catch a falling person at high speed, being that strong,
Yeah.
because they will slice into three parts. Do you
Right.
know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is a direct shot at all comic books ever made, or all Superman comic books
Yeah, that's
ever
peak.
made.
That's
'Cause
peak.
Batman will never do stuff like that again. So it's peak. It's a peak for them, isn't it? It's a peak for them. But I love that. I do love that scene.
Yeah, it's-
Because, bruv, in that scenario, as a hero, there's real life decisions you have to make. And I just feel like he was emotionless about the scenario. Yo.
Which is cool because he knew what time it was.
Yeah, fam. And that's the thing, bruv.
But he was still peak.
Bruv, he came in. He came in with the mindset to save everyone, fam.
I don't know.
Bruv, he came in, he took out the terrorists.
Yeah.
Boom. And he's like, oh, everyone's cool. We're going to land the plane, fam. That was their... he gets nothing out of them crashing the plane. They was unaware there was another terrorist in the cockpit.
He was overzealous about being in the limelight at the time. As soon as he moved to the other terrorists. You know what I'm saying? While what's her face?
Wonder Woman.
She goes to the front right away and trying to like figure stuff out. Like, oh, this is locked and stuff like that. So to me, it was like, yeah, it's not your fault, but your eye was low because you're dealing with terrorists, fam. Like, yo, like you're just alright, cool. We're cool. Like, it was just the job is done without securing the perimeters and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's the only problem I have with that whole thing. Other than that, it was peak, but unfortunately, whoops. 160 plus people.
I don't think there's I don't think there needs to be a Homelander watching it. Like, 'cause I think like Homelander's moves accordingly, innit?
Alright, now, question.
Jesus, that's me.
Well done.
That's me.
Wasn't it the one who was like,
the
yo,
one
don't go
that's-
silent?
Yeah.
Look at ya.
Look at ya. No, I got all mad for a second. Still.
Alright, so, when they come out of the plane, someone jumps out.
Yeah.
And I was
All
like,
falls.
Yeah.
all falls.
I hope that person survives.
Now, not that attitude, you're done. You
I
hit
know,
the
but
water,
I said I hope, innit?
it's the
I
same
hope.
thing you hear in the concrete.
Yeah,
You're
I know.
done.
I hope someone
But
survives.
what I was thinking, because it crashed in the water, right?
Right.
So I was like, right, in the, I mean, I don't know, I'm just me being creative, and seeing that scene, I'm like, wouldn't you kind of like just wait for certain
The
altitudes?
speed you're going,
I
no.
think, yeah.
There's bruv.
Plane's done.
Do you know how fast planes fly, fam? No, bruv. On the descent, fam. Nah, fam. You're jumping up, bruv. You'll jump out and go straight into the engine,
Am I going
bruv.
to the engine as well?
Bruv,
That's what I'm trying to
you're
ask.
finished,
now.
But you said that guy jumped out, so...
But
I
he
don't
went
think
straight
he-
down.
Bruv, he didn't even look like... To me, he didn't look like he jumped, bruv. You see the way he ran through
Oh,
the door? He could have just got pushed and just fell, bruv. Or he could have jumped, fam. You know people...
But he kind of went
Yeah,
like,
down,
like,
yeah.
I mean,
So you're trying to say...
but he didn't go straight into the engine.
Fam.
Usually, and the engine usually have to be at the front for you to go through the engine because usually the engine's pushing.
sucking wind
out.
in.
I'm gonna...
It's pushing out, so you'd go backwards, but again you could hit the wing, the tail.
Alright.
That's what I'm saying. It's so weird, bro.
But it's not weird, fam. There's like, no, you just... No.
I'm just
I hear what
saying.
you're saying. Oh, let's wait till we're like 25 feet and then jump.
But then you wouldn't know.
Fam. Like, I just...
No, like
To make that educated guess, you gotta be quick enough and all that is mad. Like,
But do you know why I ask? Because
Planes don't move 60 miles an
I
hour,
know they
fam.
don't. I'm
They're
just
moving
saying.
hundreds of miles. Bruv,
Fam,
you jump out of an F1 car, innit, fam, and see what happens, fam.
As someone who's jumped out of like not bridges, but like
you done bungee jump.
not bungee jump,
Oh, the helicopter.
but like there's like you know on the beach
Yeah,
they
it's
usually
like the
like
island thing, fam,
paragliding.
like the pier and stuff.
yeah the piers and you just jump in the
Fam,
water.
okay, yeah.
that is something stationary.
That's not. I
From
know.
not a height
I know.
that can kill,
I'm just no because he mentioned like how would you be able to
The calculator.
I'm just saying like
That's all
for
mad.
someone who's jumped that kind of
And then at that speed, hitting the water, fam.
Yeah.
Neck, broke up, head,
no
broke
no
up.
just
Because wouldn't the
no
speed
go
also
like this
still
fam.
carry you?
Fam.
Go like this.
Nah.
You know, like this fam. That's the thing. You protect your neck. Here, boom.
Yeah, fam. You
Hands,
know you've been
legs,
watching too much Captain America. Too much He doesn't need a parachute, fam. That's what parachutes are for, fam.
I'm just trying to save lives over
Nah,
here in case in that
fam.
scenario, fam. You get me?
So, bro, maybe,
Don't be
do you know what, yeah? That's actually a good theory that maybe one person
Yeah,
survives.
one person survived, yeah.
That would be interesting, isn't it? But I just don't see it happening, fam.
Imagine if that person that fell survived and comes back and kind of tells on them.
Yes!
That would be. That
I
would
want
be
that
cool.
to
That would
happen.
be cool.
But
Yeah.
from that altitude, though,
I know. That's what I said, I hope.
bro, you must be Wolverine or something, bro.
Fam. But you never know.
Yeah,
The
man.
soup, that's how he found his power.
And that's what I was about to say. You never know, like, bro.
Right.
They've introduced other characters, like even in this episode with
Yeah.
powers. So you never know, fam.
Alright, so digressing to the new character, the female of all species.
X-23. What?
I was going to say,
Definitely,
yeah.
fam.
Death claw right here. And
Like, with no claws, just hands just
Fam.
digging into man's
Man was like,
body.
alright, I'm out. Boom!
That was the best scene ever. That was the
He
best
knew
scene.
what time it was.
Yeah.
See, I think he's like he might be the creator.
On it before death, fam. Like,
Because he knew what he was dealing with, so he
yeah,
might be the
yeah.
creator of
He
the
said,
thing.
do you
I
think
ain't
I'm
going
about to
for
get
that.
my intestines punched into the ground? I'm good, G.
Mm.
I said, wow.
Yeah, that was
So,
nuts.
so what do you guys think with this character? Is she gonna kind of join the Spice Girls team?
I think
I
she's
think
gonna
so.
be like
Yeah.
like the weapon
They're gonna
X.
use it. They're gonna
the
use it.
weapon
Like,
X. They're like, let's just keep her back until we need her, fam.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But she's moving mad, and I'm
I
interested.
mean, I don't blame her, fam. Come on, she was caged underground,
Yeah.
fam.
She's
Like,
probably test subject. I'm guessing as well. Like,
You think she's a test
yeah,
subject?
they tried it on her once, and then she was like got impenetrable skin. I'm guessing that's her power, and that's it. They just had to keep her caged. Didn't know what to do with her or whatever have you. So
But they're using the V compounds on her, right?
that's what I would have guessed.
I think they're
She
all.
was the test subject.
Yeah, I think they're all using it, fam. Like, I don't know. That still needs to be answered, and I hope we get to that answer this season, innit? But yeah, man, she was moving mad. Question: did A-Train know about her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so why do you man think that?
Because
It was weird. There's that whole scene to me where she's on a train
Yeah.
track. A-Train just picks her up and starts deading her, fam. He must know because that's where he goes and gets his
Exactly.
his thing from.
Mm.
But like, why
I think
is he against her? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Because
she's a secret. She's a test subject.
Yeah, she's a
If
test
she
subject.
comes out, the news comes out that this compound V's been made or whatever, and if I'm guessing if she was human before and then put it into a human, then they get.
Oh, sorry.
I'll just
See,
speak.
I was confused. I was confused with what you said in the beginning. So when you're saying she's a test subject just for this compound V, she wasn't like she's not like a super like Homelander. She didn't get it from
This is
her.
like an underground.
Yeah.
type.
Okay. Now I'm with you.
So yeah, so you got this whole scenario with the surrounding the compound V with this guy, his girlfriend. You know what? For a second, I thought he was gonna dead her.
So A-Train was gonna dead his girlfriend.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought because he was like, because when he asked her, "Oh, like, are you lying?" She was like, "No," for the second time, and he gets up and he's just like, "Are you really gonna make me do this?" Like, but I guess not. I guess he's a softie.
I lost respect for his girlfriend in this episode because I thought she was cool. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, like she.
Fam, he's doing a dirt, fam. Like,
No. She's
Like-
Brandis. She's Brand. I'm Team Brand. I'm
You're
Team Brand.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot you're the celebrity.
I'm not a celebrity, but I'm Team Brand.
Of the
Fam,
Savage.
bro, he legitimately has a brand, fam, and he's only on 4 points already. Fam. Like, bro? It's stress for him. It is stress for him,
That's
and his
crazy.
girl's moving mad, fam.
Yeah.
His eyes low.
That's on him,
and that's
bro.
what I was about to. Calm down. I was about to get there. His eyes low for having a girl whose eyes low as well.
Yeah, man,
So
just peek out here, man.
So you're killing your own brand. You know what I'm saying?
Smart.
But what I do want to see is more Soup on Soup action though. After, like you said, he picked her up and tried to like kill her off. And obviously, A-Train versus.
Oh, I thought you.
The
X-23.
I thought he was
Yeah.
talking about something way different.
Oh, no,
you
no.
know?
I thought for a second she was gonna rip his head off.
Yeah, so I thought when she
So I
went
was
to
like, oh,
Cora's
because
face.
the way she like gouged my
Oh.
guy's eyes,
Yeah, that was
I thought,
mad.
oh, A-Train is done for. He's gonna be blind and just out here just running to everything and everything.
That would have been hilarious, but yeah, I want to see more Soups go at each other now. After seeing that, I was like, alright.
Now let's talk about this another Wasteman of the seven.
Let's not talk about the deep. You can talk about the deep.
Yeah, man. Because you know what? Because now because that's something that we spoke about right at the beginning. It was like, oh,
We knew he was waste from early.
No, we knew he was. But like these guys are seeking like a shrink, fam. Like
He is seeking.
like you know what I'm saying. Like man, like just these people are really really dumb, fam. Like,
No.
Like
They're
fam.
just human.
Oh.
Bro. I'm gonna run that back. Disclaimer: the Southerners do not believe people who seek therapy are dumb. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I get
Yeah.
what you're saying, but that my issue is not because it's in the therapies. What is being said there, like, oh, I feel like I add more value to this. Oh, and how can you add more value?
Fam, no.
Like-
I'm not putting another disclaimer, but the same disclaimer.
Like,
again.
but he's finessing himself like
Fam.
into go and do what he wants to do when you're aware that what you're doing makes no sense. You're out here promoting aqua parks and dolphins and stuff that makes no sense while you're there, like these animals are in pain, fam. Like, why are you not being the Aquaman of Aquaman? Like anything to do with aqua, water, that's your territory. No one comes near it. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff
Exactly.
like that, fam.
Makes
But these
perfect
guys
sense.
over here trying to, yeah, man. oh yeah, I can do this. Well, how can you do it? Oh, maybe I can be the voice of these dolphins. I'm like,
but you know why he wants to be the voice of these dolphins? Because he wants an orgy with these dolphins. Did you know the conversation we was having with the thing?
What kind of conversation with my
I'll
guy
talk to
having?
you later, man.
Yeah,
Calm down. We're trying to get away right now. I'm like, sorry, what?
That was some freaky.
Bro, that's 1,000% bestiality, fam. 1,000%.
Definitely.
But the thing is, yeah, like we said this in the early reviews, like this is episode 4, but like in episode 1 or 2, we was talking about how this show just humanizes the superheroes. So when I'm seeing this, like this is not something that's shocking me, fam. Like, because it's like, bruv, he can talk to a whole species that no one else can communicate with, fam.
True.
Like, he's got dramas going on already, fam. Like, you already know that. So him beating dolphins or touching up dolphins or whatever, and intelligent creatures who are so funny.
And they're really funny.
Oh, and they're so intelligent, fam. Yeah, fam. You sound like you sound like a dolphin fiddler, fam. Like, you get me? So I was shocked, and I was just like, bruv, even from the first episode, I just don't think there's any deeper in my mind that the deep can go, fam. Like, he's the bottom of the pile, you're the bottom of the barrel, fam. He's a piece of shit, fam. Like,
question.
go on.
Do you think he uses Johnny?
Come on, man. Bro. Come on, man. I'm not even involved in this, fam.
Woo!
But
yeah, man, he's dead. He's dumb. Tried to rescue. The rescue went completely wrong.
South.
But you know what? Like, it doesn't. Yeah, everything you're saying, it's not surprising to me. It's just entertaining, bro. Like, I found this whole episode very entertaining because the kind of dumbness, like decisions that will be made, the way people getting, just getting moved to, man. It's just like, it was a funny episode.
No, bro,
Yeah, it was a really good episode.
Yeah, I really liked the episode as well, but just the whole deep stuff, I was just like, can we just, bruv, move on. Like, I was just interested in everything else, fam. Everything else. I'm really interested in the whole Wonder Woman thing.
Yeah, she's starting to get fed up now.
She's
been fed up.
She's weird to see. Her character's just weird to me.
She's just pulling up now.
Yeah, because you're like you're upset. Like, this is not the first. This is 100% not the first time something like this has happened. But it's like she just puts up with everything, doesn't do nothing. Like, and I think I said this before. I'm just waiting for her to do something. Like, you've done nothing besides be there and like just keep witnessing, particularly Homelander on crud. But at the same time, like, you're not doing nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, realistically, bruv, why didn't you stay on the plane? Why didn't you try and save him?
What exactly
are her powers?
Her powers?
I think she's just got Wonder Woman's powers, fam.
Yeah.
Like, she's strong, she can jump, but like, she can't fly.
Yeah, can't fly.
Like, if she was to try and save them, she would have died. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't think
Or maybe she even wouldn't have. But at the same time, she wasn't gonna be able to save them regardless.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, like, she keeps trying to, like, not necessarily fight for justice, but she's always the conscience of the scenario, the superhero conscience of the scenario. But you never do nothing. So I can't take you seriously because it's like, bro, you've had opportunities to save someone or to be the voice for Ross Wright, and you're not doing it. Like, even they're doing a TV speech at the end. Homelander's spewing the best propaganda I've ever heard, fam. And she's there like, oh, trauma, shut up, man. Bro, say something. Say this ain't what happened. Like, she's not taking a side. She's not taking a side.
She's just there.
Yeah, and that's what I don't like.
She's just there.
So do you think she's going to be the opposite of, is it Stargirl?
What do you mean?
Like, so I'm guessing...
Stargirl's jump inside. We already know this.
That's what I mean. So she would have been where Stargirl was at the beginning. But then she's the one that popped with. Now we're going to see Stargirl, what she would have been through, but like you're saying, she's going to be like,
oh, so you're... Okay. You're saying
I'm going to take a stand.
She's like Stargirl 10 years later.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah. It's not...
Only I can see it.
You didn't pepper it, but yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Forever hold the pepper on you, fam. Like, forever hold the pepper on you, bro.
Oh, pepper, man. You know what I'm saying? Assault, man.
Yeah,
Get me. Assault, man.
You didn't even get the salt to it, bro. That's mad. That's mad.
That's what I'm seeing right now.
That's good, but I just want to see, like... I need to see who survives the season of it. Because I need some people... I want her... I need her finished, man. I need her finished. She needs to go. Cheers to God.
Last but not least, Petit. Was it Hughie?
I'm not even dealing with
So what's with him and his visions and like is it just
PSG or whatever it's called?
he said PSG, you know.
The cyber nerds do not promote whatever mental disorder or whatever it is. It's PTSD. Yeah?
Thank you.
But man said PSG like
Bruv, like the football team,
Paris Saint-Germain, yeah. Yo, mad, bro. So like he just is that something manifesting inside him, or he's just so, especially when she was like, translucent has a kid, and it's just like, holy crap, like I just made someone fatherless in this world.
He's just a bag of emotions, fam. That's all he is. He's just a bag of emotions, like PTSD. Yeah, he's guilt. He feels grief and he feels guilty for what he's done. He's just full of emotions. That's all he is, fam.
Don't you think that's gonna, like, when it all adds up to one point, Avi's just gonna go mad?
He's getting Compound V in him, and he's getting the power.
I really think his character at some point is just gonna be flipped, fam.
I hate his character, fam.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, like, cause he's moist. But that's what I'm saying. But you know what happens when you're moist and you get a little something, and then you just flip out here, you know.
Even that whole date with him and Starlight.
That was my god. So you could bench me, yeah. You could beat me up bowling.
Promise to bench me, like, fam. That's why I love the episode being called "The Female of the Species" and them like,
Hughie.
Yeah, like mocking like bare the male characters. Like, obviously the female of the species, and then we got the Deep running around here acting mad, whatever his name.
Frenchie got cuffed.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I love the bants on the title and what's going on in the episodes.
Mad.
Alright, cool. Well, guys, this has been our review for the 4th episode of The Boys. Remember, if you are listening this on audio device, by all means give us a nice rating, drop a comment, because guess what? That's just going to get us to be found a lot quicker and easier amongst those devices and platforms, innit? But other than that, I'm Revenue GS.
I'm saying Mr. Blitz Tech.
Joe on further the Cybernotes.
And don't forget to click like on that thing, bruv. Peace.